Greetings all, it's Blue Knight, and welcome back to Slide 3, Honor Among Thieves. Previously, we started our little framing mini-operation by going into Team Iceland's room and stealing one of their Viking helmets. Then, planting it on one of the Belgian planes, framing them as in Team Iceland for a crime that they have never committed, but they will be targeting the Belgians when the day of the semifinals does roll around. Today, we're gonna do the opposite from Team Belgium's, or from Team Belgium's point of view, so to speak, as we'll be framing them for a crime, so Team Iceland will go after them in our semifinal match.
Alright, see that armored supply truck? It's en route to drop off Team Iceland's lucky ice sculpture for the semifinals tomorrow. I've given the drivers some bad directions, so they should be going around in circles for hours. We need you to get inside that truck, steal the sculpture, and plant some evidence implicating Team Belgium.
Good thinking. Team Iceland won't be gunning for me if they think the Belgians stole their lucky hunk of ice.
That's the idea. Now, the first thing to do is steal one of Team Belgium's official gold lace monogrammed handkerchiefs. Murray will head inside and get one of those stodgy Belgians laughing. They're notoriously stone-faced. Then I'll move in and steal the handkerchief.
Seems like getting inside that truck might be a good job for the guru. He could use some of the guards' heads to bash in the back doors.
Agreed. I'll make sure he's in position.
Okay, Murray, no pressure, but you've got to find a Team Belgium pilot and get him laughing so hard that Bentley can make the pull. This is serious business, pal. Those guys are uptight. If they notice being robbed, we'll be kicked out of the ACES competition.
I like how Belly just casually mentioned that Team Iceland's pilots are known for being notoriously stone-faced, as if he believes that Murray can actually get them to laugh. Well, we'll see if Murray can actually do that, as we have found one of Team Iceland's pilots. Though strangely there are two of them, like there's one right over there, but I guess this guy is the specific target we have to go after. Actually, there's three Team Iceland pilots if that guy over there is believed to be on the same team. But in any case, this was our specific target, so let's try to make him lose his mind.
Hello, Belgium Flyer. Do you like comedy? I think it's time for Mr. Salty Pants to crack a smile. What do you say?
I need to get the sourpuss laughing. This is also one of the few times that somebody other than Sly is able to don a disguise. Unfortunately, you cannot use this disguise as Murray anywhere else in the game. It's only locked to this job. Just a little trivia I want to throw out there for ya. So we could try historical humor, an impression, or political humor. Let's try an impression first. I think that's what suits Murray best.
That Baron, he's always, I love flying, don't go outside, listen to me, I'm so smart, I'm the boss, my mustache is so macho. That's pretty lame, huh?
Nope, didn't work. I thought that would work considering it's Murray. Impression seems to be what he's known for best. Any of these options I will never see Murray ever do. So I'm pretty sure no matter what we choose, he's gonna fail. Let's try historical humor. That seems to be the most suitable of the three? I don't know, I'm just spitballing ideas here.
What was Genghis Khan's favorite meal? The brains of his enemy. Get it? I mean, it's more weird and gross than funny, but I mean, you gotta admit, it's pretty weird.
Okay, that didn't work. Let's try going the sensitive route, I believe, and choose political.
Why did the chicken cross the road to France? Because it wasn't turkey. And you see, the chicken's not a turkey or a Turk. It's a chicken, a French hen.
That's not really political. Maybe it is political in the Cooperverse, but to me it looks like a long-winded joke with a very, very lame punchline. Sorry, Murray. Okay, intellectual then?
I can't make heads or tails of this coin. Get it? It's totally funny because, like, when you flip a coin, it comes out either heads or tails. Come on, that's comic gold.
Murray, just because it's an old joke doesn't mean it's a very good one. And furthermore, you're explaining the joke. That just kind of kills the humor too. I guess physical humor is our last option, so let's see how this turns out.
Ever see someone put their fist down their throat? Ta-da! Hey, fish! Stuck! I need help! Hey!
Okay, Bentley, it's go time. Make the pull while the Belgian's laughing, or he's sure to feel you fishing for the handkerchief.
Yeah, never mind the tens, if not hundreds, of witnesses that are in this hotel too. Just because this guy's laughing means we'll be able to get away with pickpocketing him. You have to wait till the blue aura appears, then you'll be able to pull back. Otherwise, if you pull any other time, you will fail.
Nice work. Meet me outside with the goods. It's up to the guru now.
Seriously, there's so many people in that hotel and not one person saw Bentley pickpocketing that pilot? Come on! Are they all blind or something?
Bentley's en route to me with the monogrammed handkerchief, but we'll never be able to swipe the ice sculpture unless we can get into that armored truck. I agree. The back door should be its weak spot. Yeah, I'm sure the guards around here won't mind too much if you break the door down with their heads. Bentley set up a waypoint on the truck. Should be handy. The thing's moving pretty fast.
Alright, now it's time for, I believe, to be the most fun part of this job. Possess a guard, and then ram it to the back of the truck. The guards here specifically are Dutch hares, which is the one we're controlling right now. Rams and pigs, since it is Holland. You know, the Dutch culture would be pretty prevalent here, I suppose. Just ram the guard in.
It's a good start, but the truck just powered up its automated defenses. You'll have to pay attention on your next approach.
More specifically, those bear traps is what Sly is alluding to. Bear traps will be appearing more frequently the more damage you deliver to this truck. So be sure to jump at the right time whenever you do see a bear trap laid down in your path, so you can avoid the guard getting knocked down, or as in you, losing your ride. Okay, so pig there I can go possess, just jump on that mountain of cheese, so we can ram it into the guard, not the guard, into the truck. Yeah, ram a guard to the other guard, that will totally get that handkerchief from this truck.
Keep it up.
Okay, I saw another one right over here. Just turn it to something to camouflage ourselves. I like how whatever stage you're at, if you're playing the Guru, you will be able to transform to something that does fit in with the environment. That's a little cool touch that they went out of the way to do. Pretty neat. I mean, we've transformed someone to like a rock or something, then that'll look a little out of place. And that's probably why the guards would be more suspicious. Ooh, cow. Holy cow. I was able to dodge that first one pretty well, but the second one not so much. Just keep jumping. You can see that these bear traps are appearing a lot more often now, which is what I alluded to a little earlier. I'm pretty sure if you ram a guard into one of those electric sides, then the door will not be damaged at all. So that's why it's very imperative for you to ram a guard into the door, specifically that location of this truck. I thought that truck was going to turn around again, but I guess not. No, it's not. It's just going out the other direction of town. Thought it would turn around for some reason. Just follow the bear traps in case you lost your way, or if the waypoint is not helping you well enough to find where the door is. And then, almost had it. Well, that guy got shot and surprisingly survived. Okay then, I'll take it. I guess the shock isn't that bad for the guards to be instantly killed by. Most of the time when a enemy is making contact with anything electric wise, they do die instantly. And speaking of death, that guard just went down into that second bear trap. I was doing a really bad job piloting him all the way towards the truck. Fortunately, there's another hair over here, so I can just use that. And hopefully this time around, I will be able to break into the truck. This might take a little doing in order for you to get to the truck. It's more specifically the speed of these traps that do get laid out that might throw you off. I see that. It was right near me when I was getting close to the truck. That's what I'm talking about.
Nice work, Guru. The back doors are still holding tight, but the top of the vehicle's been blown wide open. Okay, Sly, your turn. You'll have to sprint hard to catch up, but jumping inside through the roof should be easy.
Where is that truck? Oh, it's still in town? Okay, then I thought it would leave by now. I mean, there is another way. Oh, of course, now you go out there. I was just about to point that out. Like, there's another way out of town. You can just use that way, but it kept circling around that plaza. More specifically, that house we were just going around at. But I guess the guard now found out the other way out of town. I guess Billy did do a good job giving this guy some really bad directions. Ooh, I see looks like a ram with a bit of loot in his pockets. I want to get that right away. There is no time limit to this job whatsoever, so you can take as long as you want getting into that truck and stealing that handkerchief. Speaking of which, it's right over there. Sprinting into chasing the truck is not going to be good enough. What I recommend is finding some sort of rooftop or a hill like this. If it's high enough and the truck happens to pass by, you can jump into the roof. Just like so.
This is it. Crack the safe and make the swap. No pressure, but I think the driver has figured out where to go. You don't have much time. Great work. Team Iceland is sure to blame the Belgians. They'll be all over each other in tomorrow's dogfight.
It looks like our plan has worked. We're able to free both teams and nobody knows anything that is going on with us. So it looks like we'll be a little safer going into the semifinals. But we still have one more job to take care of, and that's the Cooper Hangar defense. Normally this is where I would just cut away to that hangar, but there's something I want to talk about for a little while now. It is kind of regarding these gadgets, and it's about the level. Actually, I want to go back in since we do have enough cash to get one more gadget. In slide 2, you had the chance to collect these clue bottles that were scattered around the environment. And in doing so, you would be able to unlock a hidden gadget by collecting all those coins and using them to access a vault. We'll get Jump Attack 2. We haven't leveled that up yet. You don't get that clue bottle mechanic here in slide 3, which at first I was pretty glad with, since I don't care about the gadgets that much. But over time, I find myself to find these levels are a little less memorable than they were in slide 2, because you really have no desire, no objective to scout around the level for any reason. Once you're done with the jobs in an episode, you have no reason to go back to that level whatsoever, unless you're going through the job replay menu. And that is something that's really made me not like these levels in Slide 3 as much as in Slide 2. Since in Band of Thieves, you did have a reason to go around the world and scout every corner of it, since you did have an incentive to do so and get a reward for spending some time exploring the map. You don't get that in Slide 3, and as a result, these levels in Honor Among Thieves, they feel a lot more empty to me. Not like in Slide 2, at least there was something for you to look for. But in Slide 3, not much to go after. Wait a minute. Ah, crud. I got so distracted by tangent that I was not paying attention to my character. I thought I was Murray for some reason. Wow, I must be colorblind because I did not see I was picking Sly the whole time. But that is what I mean about these levels. It's just they're just so empty and so hollow with stuff to do that there is no reason to go around the map and explore. Once you're done with the jobs, there's no reason to explore any further. So that's something I've been thinking about for some time now. I actually didn't bring this up sooner because I was reminded about it in a comment from one of you that was talking about your opinions on why there isn't that much memorability to these levels in Slide 3, unlike in Slide 2.
Murray, I've been working to get our hangar security devices online, and they're almost operational. Unfortunately, my internet pal Penelope heard a rumor that a rival air team might be stopping by to do mischief to our plane.
Mischief makers? Coming here?
If you could stand watch while I finish getting the systems online, that would be great.
Fear not, Brainiac chum. You'll be safe while my fists are on duty. Greetings, troglodytes. Didn't think I forgot about Mesa City, did you? I figure you joints let me smash up your aeroplane and we're even. You and what army, dumb guy? Army? Oh yeah. Okay, boys. I paid you up good enough. Time to crack some skulls.
Murray, you can't hurt Mugshot with your fists. Try using the switch in the middle of the hangar.
Alright, I have no idea why Mugshot's HUD is not on the top right corner of the screen. That's a really weird placement. Maybe they just didn't account for the ratio size when they were originally playing this game. I've only seen that in recent runs. Maybe I just never noticed it before, but I could always swear that was in the top right corner instead of just being like closer to the center of the screen. It's a really odd bug. So just use that button to ram this device, whatever it is, into Mugshot. Since he will be keeping the door open, he's not gonna attack you whatsoever. The worst you gotta worry about is these guys that keep coming in to your hangar. But they're your basic small guards, just hares and pigs. You can take about 2 shots each. Although that pig is pretty something to worry about since he does have multiple attacks. That wrench throwing ability, and that other one just demonstrated the other attack, which can burn you if you're close to the splash zone. So you just gotta wait for the cooldown time for that ram to go off, and once that does get back in place, you can use it to damage Mugshot some more. In the meantime, you can use the cooldown to collect some coins by knocking out these guards that are coming in. It's almost done. I think Mugshot only needs one more shot in order to finally crumble. There it is.
Oh! Right in the solar plexus. Don't think this is over, meatball. You're not untouchable. This is just the beginning of a really bad day.
Bloodshot wasn't making idle threats. I'm reading multiple hostiles moving through the sewers toward our position. Fortunately, my security devices are almost online. I'll just have time for a quick test. Let's see, I can switch between computers by moving the left analog stick. And now to test the security by pressing the triangle button, circle button, X button, or square button. I can activate the traps for the currently selected sewer. They appear to take a few seconds to recharge after being triggered. Looks like they're working perfectly. And just in time, too. Hurry, they're upon us. If one gets through my traps, you'll have to take him out.
Got it. The Cooper plane is as safe as a baby in its aircraft hangar crib.
And here we come to what was for me, for the longest time, the hardest part of this job. To switch between the monitors and eliminate any enemy that you see come your way.
Now they're coming in from the right.
It's entirely possible for you to get through this section of the job without one of them getting into the plane and for Murray to take them out for you. But it's gonna be pretty tough to do so, I will admit that.
We stopped that group, Murray, but it looks like more are on the way, and they're packing explosives.
You just gotta think of which trap to use and when to use it. Just because an enemy is near a specific trap, at least in regards to the second screen, doesn't mean you can use that right away. Because if you do execute that near trap, then that might leave you open, since that trap will need some time to cool down, and therefore you won't be able to use it when an enemy passes by. So you saw that I was able to use the trap door in the second screen, which I'm using right now, to eliminate one of the guards. I could have used the circle button, but that would have prevented me from using it for the second guard that was coming afterwards. Just because there are a bunch of enemies on one screen doesn't mean that there will not be more appearing in the other, so be sure to keep an eye on both screens as much as you can to eliminate any nearby guards. Like this one I could deal with. If you're able to time a trap right, it is possible to eliminate multiple guards at once, like with that laser trap I just used to take down that pig. That's only if the enemy is pretty close. Okay, there's none over there. Use that. Burn that guy up. I see one coming on the left screen. I'll eliminate him right quickly. There we go. Alright. Oh, come on, come on, come on! Yes! There we go. Almost lost it there for a second, but I think I got things well in hand again. Squish that guy. I don't think that other pig, yeah, he did get caught. Alright, got 2 for 1 there. That's what I was talking about earlier. If you could time your trap correctly where there's multiple enemies nearby, you can eliminate multiple foes at once. Not like that guy. He was able to be killed before that trap went off. I kind of picked the X one by accident. Oh, one did go through. I heard Burry say something. Burry? Burry!
We got him! Nice work, Burry.
Mugshot'll need a lot more than muscle to intimidate us.
Looks like he's got muscle and mortar fire. Maybe it's time I brought in some backup. Just hope she's monitoring the ham radio frequencies. Penelope, do you read me? Are you out there?
I read ya, Bentley.
This is sort of an awkward first face-to-face, but
But your hangar is getting attacked by some traitorous, paid-off Black Baron goons. Don't worry, I won't let those honorless double-crossers hurt your team's plane.
is your RC chopper operational?
Affirmative. It's deployed and airborne.
You're a heck of a woman.
I know. That's what my homepage says. worry, Bentley. I'll keep those traitorous guards from damaging your hangar. Oh, wait! I just installed a Yank 86 and haven't had time to read the specs. Are you familiar with the device?
Absolutely. Just hit the X button to lower your cable and grab opponents. Follow the arrow to find enemies. Use the R1 button to kick on the thrusters and yank things off the ground.
Sweet! I'll teach those chumps not to sell out the Black Baron.
Some enemies require a few yanks to defeat. To maximize your power, boost in one direction, pull on the cable, then turn around and boost the other way.
Yeah, these guys are heavy.
Penelope, I'm detecting incoming tanks. They could do some serious damage to our hangar. Follow the arrow to find their location.
Affirmative.
Those tanks are heavy. You'll have to boost back and forth several times.
He wasn't so tough.
Alright, you two, I think we got our tutorial in, but thanks for doing the work for me. I really appreciate that. So now we got our objective. The last one, actually, of this leg of the job, and it's the most fun one in my opinion. Just yank up anyone that comes your way that's a threat to your hangar, and just defend the hangar at all costs. From my recollection, the hangar does have a lot of durability, much like with those power stations back at Australia during the Claw job. So you don't have to worry about your hangar going down in like 2 or 3 hits. It's really durable. But that doesn't mean you should rest on your laurels too much and be complacent about this job. As long as you're able to find wherever the enemy is, then you can pretty much execute them with little to no problem. Also best to prioritize which enemy to go after. As we saw, there was a tank that did spawn when I was taking care of that pig guard. So that's, I guess, one helpful tip you should keep in mind. Other than that, this job is not that hard at all. You can boost when you're just free roaming, like I am right now, but the boost does take a few seconds to cool down before you're able to use it again. There's some issues for like getting your grapple getting blocked off if you deploy it at the wrong time, like I did with those planes just a few seconds ago. Alright, come on, just get that other guard, please. Thank you. I'll take care of that tank first. Or maybe I shouldn't. He's just hit that broadside of the barn. I guess his aim really is that bad. But if it was really worse, he wouldn't be able to hit that barn at all. I probably should have taken worried about that tank at all, but whatever. It's gone now. Okay, this should be the last few guards. There's no more coming. I feel like we're near the end, though.
Great job, Penelope. You're the best RC pilot I've ever seen.
Those thugs deserved it. No one sells out the Black Baron and walks away scot-free.
Okay, team. We're all set up for the ACES Semifinals. Once Sly arrives at the team hangar, we'll prep the plane and suit up for competition.
How come Murray gets credit for the job being completed? That was all Penelope at the end. If anything, I think Belly should get credit because he had to go through the hardest part of that job, which was the monitor portion. Yeah, that part with Bentley, that gave me a lot of trouble my first playthroughs of this game. It was so annoying. It's just a matter of switching off the monitors at a really fast speed and keeping an eye on both of them if you can. Like, you can just glance over to the inactive monitor for a split second to see if there are any enemies that are nearby. If you're able to do that, then you should be able to handle that job no sweat. That's gonna be it for today. This honestly was the plan I wanted to go through with this episode, is to take care of that second framing job and our Cooper hangar defense. And with all that now out of the way, we can now fully focus on the ACES Semifinals match. So next time, we're gonna head back to the hangar and start that semifinals and see if we could be the last ones to get through to the next round. Until we meet again, farewell for now.